Hello, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. It's the weekend again, and today we're going to take a little break from doing a bit of our postmortems. We're going to be doing a quick draft of Hour of Devastation. Bunch of cards I would like to pick up from here. Well, it's not quite Ixalan or Dominaria where I'm aiming for the check lands, but there's still a bunch of good stuff that I'm kind of looking for here. Anyway, let's see how far we get here. And okay, we actually have an interesting setup. We can Uncaged Menagerie is not quite the mythic we want. Sure, we can search for a bunch of cards that have. We could search for a bunch of cards, but this one's not very flexible. So this one can search us for 1 CMC, 2 CMC, 3 CMC, so forth, so on. We could build around this. Not very easy. Vizier of the Anointed. This is actually a good Eternalized Embalm enabler. We kind of want to get this later rather than now. Crypt, not so great. Obelisk Spider, double colors, but this is actually quite good. Basically, actually I want to kind of explore this more like an experiment. But otherwise, the more solid cards to get here. Generally, if there's no Great Bomb creature, we kind of want to look for removal. So, Unsummon's a decent tempo style removal. Ambuscade's a very good creature based removal. Lethal Sting is much better. We will have some creatures. If we come to the point where we can't cast this, we're really in danger. I'm gonna take the Ambuscade because Uncaged is not exactly a popular mythic. There are no other green cards. We can pretty much... basically, the idea is if we can cut cards of a certain color, we can heavily divest. We can hopefully get invested in this on the next packs. So I'm gonna get Ambuscade. Hopefully we get something good in white or red. So, okay, you get Hope Tender. So this is a form of Mana Acceleration. A bit slow though. Bloodwater Entity, blue and red. Oasis Ritualist is okay. Aven Stalker is probably better. Actually, no. As I said, we're gonna aim for red or not black. Red or white as our alternate colors. Suppose you could take Oketra's Avenger. It's a nice combo with Ambuscade, but we're gonna take the removal. Basically, we're gonna go for Open Fire. Accursed Horde is a very good card to take if you're in white-black zombies already. We're not yet, so we can afford to take Open Fire first. Then, Devotee of Strength. It's quite decent creature, 3-2. Sidewinder Naga, also a decent creature. Becomes 4-2 if we have the Desert, so we're kind of aiming for the Desert strategy if we go for this. I think I'll take the Devotee of Strength. It's more flexible, I suppose. Also, there's no guarantee we're gonna get deserts. Blur of Blades, sort of removal. Leave to chance. No. Saving Grace is a good white card. Yeah, we're getting a lot of white cards past here, so this might. So if ever red doesn't pan out, we'll probably shift towards white. Overcome's a good spell if we can get a lot of if we can get a lot of creature generation, something like Dunes of the Dead combo with one of the sack lands. Could take Beneath the Sands, but we don't have anything to accelerate to just yet. Desert of the Indomitable, something to look forward to. We'll take the Overcome because it's not as powerful as some of the earlier versions, but it's still quite good. But now we have to focus on creatures, and we're kind of drying out a bit. I'm gonna take... Okay, on the assumption that we don't take red, what is a good alternate color? Black looks okay. Blue looks quite okay too, actually. I'm gonna take black. I'm gonna take the black for now. Just just as a bit of speculation. I suppose we could take white, but that's not the most exciting card. Okay, so this Torment of Scarabs is an interesting long-term play, but we still have good red cards and a sort of okay green card. I'm gonna take the other Blur of Blades. Yet another one, but we're gonna take Bitterbow Sharpshooters this time. And Torn Moloch came back, so this one's okay. Could take a Traveler's Amulet, but I think we're gonna focus on 2 colors for now. Okay, got the desert. We got the desert, that's good. Also note, some of these cards are strange for being back here. Define Kenra to round things out. Let's take the rare. Crash True. I guess one reason to take the rare is it's at least you open it. At least you take it here rather than have that open as part of your pack. Because if you fill up on 4 of that kind of rare, the next few times you take that, albeit it's very hard, at least it fills up the vault. That's one way to think about it. River Hoopoe is actually a good card to splash to 1/3 possible gain life draw card. Let's see what our other options are though. In color, Frontline Devastators, kind of okay. Afflict, it's not exciting. Generally, it's if it gets blocked, it dies. But so it hits at least another 2. Rampaging Hippos, another top end we can possibly aim for. Sidewinder Naga, we can go for this one. Gilded Ceradon, control the desert. Target creature can't block. This one's actually Gilded Ceradon's actually very good also. So it's a question of, do I speculate on the River Hoopoe or do I go for Gilded Ceradon? I'm gonna speculate a bit on the Hoopoe, though I will note that I am more red than green at this time. Okay. Dune Diviner, not so great. Burning Fist Minotaur is good. Fervent Paincaster is good also. At least it's a 3/1 and we can potentially use it to clear out small creatures. It's kind of vulnerable to things like Blur of Blades though. Otherwise, we're hoping for the Hippo or one of these other ones to come back. I'll probably take the Burning Fist Minotaur because it's 2/1 for a strike is annoying this early. Gonna take another Devotee of Strength. Puncturing Blow, very good, decent removal. We'll take that. So we're mass red, slight green. Probably now's a good time to take Sidewinder Naga. We could take a Torn Moloch. Okay, we'll take the. Okay, we're gonna take the Moloch. Speculate more on the red. Okay, this one is really Builder on in Constructed. When you cast equal to the number. Okay, so here's the hard part. To get this to work, you have to be able to cast a 1-mana spell first. Then you can cycle up to your 2, your 3, then your 4. Right now, we only have one 1-mana spell that we're probably never gonna cast. So, Defiant Kenra, or I can take a Survivor's Encampment. Let's add one more desert to the mix. Defiant Kenra. Yeah, let's take another one of these. No, not. We'll take a. Okay, we're gonna take Gift of Strength. Combat Trick. So we can choose to either plan for a white splash or a blue splash. I'm gonna take the Resolute Survivors because this one's actually quite good. Also, it's something I can look forward to in red-white, and if I choose to build that way. Gonna hate out the Sandblast. Gonna take the. Do I want another Blur of Blades? It is decent removal. Even if it doesn't kill a creature outright, it makes combat mat worse. Let's see how many creatures we have right now. Actually, we can start putting stuff in the sideboard. So let's dump some of these cards. So Hoopoe is kind of speculative, but probably not gonna make it. Definitely need more creatures at this point. So, Resolute Survivor's probably not gonna make it either. Okay, let's assume the Hoopo doesn't make it. So, 17 cards. Lots of non-creatures. We kind of want to have a few more creatures at least. Sure, we'll take the Dune Diviner. Got a Torn Moloch, we'll take that. Draven Abomination, sure. Imaginary Threats, okay. And Mummy Paramount. This Mummy Paramount's actually quite good. Not for our deck, but it's good for the white black zombies deck. So let's take a look. Colossopede, something we want to get. Might have to get it now. Or we could focus on early games, so we kind of want a lot of early drops. We could take Desert Ceradon in that case because it cycles. Kind of want to take Fetid Pools just to fill up, just to get more rare lands. Also because I do have to build a blue-black control deck eventually. I'm gonna take the Fetid Pools. It's very greedy. The correct pick here should be either Colossopede or Ceradon. Even Pouncing Cheetah's better. I'm just being greedy. I apologize. Spidery Grass not good. Nimble Kenra is kind of okay. I think I will take Emberhorn Minotaur. Or Hazoret's Monument. Red creature spells you cast cost. Okay, I do have some. And I'm gonna take the Emberhorn Minotaur. Harvest Season. Search up to X basic lands where X is the number of tap creatures you control. So, okay, that's interesting. Naga Vitalist is a good accelerator. I'll probably take the Vitalist first, hope the Harvest Season cycles. Warfire Javelinier. It is a form of removal. We do have some, but the nice thing is we have Open Fire, bunch, Blur of Blades, Puncturing Growth, some Ambuscade, Pump Spell. Okay, this one doesn't count. So we could get something with the Warfire Javeliner. We'll take that. Treasure Lizard comes with potential 4/4. Do I want? Yeah, I'll take the Lizard. Tormenting Voice. That's one way to get some cards. Do I want to take that over the Ceradon? Yeah, I want to take this one. Let's see if we can go for a fast aggro. Okay. Actually, Ronas's Monument is probably better for our deck. Although, let's see. We are way more red than green. But the nice thing is, even if we don't benefit much from the green, we will benefit from the +2/+2 and trample a lot. So I'm going to take the Monument. It's kind of speculative. I'll take the Oshara Cultivator. I really want to get a lot of these Doom Dissenters, but I'm gonna take a Desert Ceradon here. Haze of No, now that we're running Ronas's, I don't really want to run Hazoret's Monument. Although it does dig through our deck deeper. Probably want that over the Haze of Pollen anyway. Sure, we'll see which one. We might not end up running either. Decent Uncommon, we'll see how... But we're not gonna run that. Annoying Uncommon, definitely gonna take that. Yeah, we'll take the Kenra. So... let's dump some of the cards we're never gonna play. So, we could actually drop the Abomination here. Hekma. Drop the Fetid Pools. So, 15, 16, 17. Okay, this one is... we can actually... let's see. We did not take any of the Sidewinder Nagas. We don't benefit from having a desert at all. So, I can actually discard the Desert of the Fervent in favor of another land. Survivor's Encampment. Let's discard that actually. They're much more streamlined. So, we'll definitely cut. Let's see how much... okay, we're more red than green. And we have 10 non-creature spells. We want to definitely cut. We could actually cut both. I'm gonna cut Hazoret's first, because Ronas is actually slightly is somewhat better. Tormenting Voice is card draw. Not of Violence. Gift of Strength. We'll leave the Gift of Strength in for now. Okay, could cut. I want to cut the Nimble Blade. Defiant is generally better. Then Dune Diviner. Okay, we don't have any more deserts, so we're gonna cut that. So kinda want to have at least one more creature. So let's put the Nimble Kenra back in. Then okay. So if I were to cut one, cut Oshara? No, it's actually no. I'll just cut. I'm gonna cut the Tormenting Voice. So this is our deck generally. It's green red mass of creatures. We'll see how well we do here. So basically this is just green red. So Gruul. That's the Ravnican guild that shares those colors. So just Gruul beats. So we'll see how well we do with this one. It's not a very imaginative deck, but it potentially could be quite effective. We'll see how well we do with this one. So that's it for the draft portion. We'll be headed to gameplay shortly. So if you like what you see, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm gonna try to see if I can start spending more time talking over picks more precisely. Admittedly, this is not exactly the best form of draft, considering I'm still drafting against AI, but at least from my part, and on the assumption that the AI is decent, I can make some explanations about why these cards are picked, why these cards aren't picked. As my understanding is, the way the AI works is it has a pick list about what are the best cards to pick, and it will pick based off that list. Then it might slightly skew towards based on color, it might not. But the assumption is it has a few. The assumption is the AI is constructed based on a few guidelines, so we could probably make some discussions based around that. It'll take a lot more drafts, and I don't exactly farm. I'm not exactly a gold farming king here, so it's gonna take a while. Anyway, so that's the plan. Let's go straight to gameplay instead, and we'll see you guys shortly. Take care.